Good afternoon. How is everybody doing? My name is Penny. If you're finding me for the first time, please like my page and do me a favor, share this video. I come here 6 days a week out of 7 days just for a few minutes. My goal is to inspire one person. If I can educate you, learn one thing. And if you can learn things that are going to bring you peace, I would have felt accomplished. And for my return friends and family, I want to thank you for taking time to listen to me. And I just don't do this for other people. I do this for me. So I wake up every morning motivated to be a better person. And I'm always telling myself I'm inspired by the person I'm becoming, because I wake up praying and hoping that I become a better person than I was yesterday. I wake up hoping that, my business, which all of you know what I do, my business grows better than it was yesterday. This is my work this morning out of my dining table. And instead of just talking to myself, I choose to speak in the space of other people. So that way, I can help someone who wants to be whoever they want to be. And that person you want to be that is imaginary is a person that inspires you. And who inspires you? It's you. I cannot come and make you do what I'm doing. Anything I say, I can just get off. And whatever happens after that is up to you. So I hope every time I come here, I'm able to encourage one person. So I'm home this week. Gilbert, good morning. I'm thinking it's good morning because I'm waking up like Moi's wife, like my mom used to say. My mom used to think Moi's wife didn't do anything. So I woke up at around 10. I'm like, today I'm going to do everything at my own terms. Consistency is everything. But I said I'll talk later after I've had my breakfast. I've done what I needed to do. And there's a video I have been listening to every day. If you want it, let me know. This video is talking about focus. I really think I have attention deficit disorder. I'm not able to really focus. So I decided that I'm going to do repetition. You succeed in repetition. I'm going to watch this video every day or listen to it every day. It's 30 minutes. It's on YouTube to help me focus because I lack focus. So with that said, today I wanted to talk about living a lie. Until you met me, Gilbert, you've been following me and you know me on Facebook. Until you met me is when you knew that Penny, this is actually Penny. In light of, the social media platforms that we have out there, a lot of us live a lie because we see things or we post things, we share things that are unrealistic. Back in the day, my parents' time, when we talk about living a lie or trying to protect some things you don't want people to know, for me, I use my parents before, let's say, social media came. So I always talk about my dad because he's the most inspiring person in my life. And my mother was married to my dad, so she's my mother. And every time I talk about my father, I have to bring my mother in. My father lived his life the way he wanted to live it. He was not worried about what other people thought. And he did that. He was able to do that because at the time he came out of poverty, he positioned himself in a way that he was not answerable to anybody. My dad didn't think that there was anybody who he needed to pretend for. Because you know what? He took himself out of poverty. He became someone who was self-sufficient. In the process, he wasn't worried about everybody else, but he was more worried about building his empire. He took a lot of his time trying to build himself. So he didn't really have time to worry about what other people thought about him because his empire was so huge. There was no time to give anyone his space. On the other side, my mother, for some reason, my mother was always worried about what everybody said. That was her nature. she would tell us, clean, what if people come? What are they going to say? My mom operates on what people are going to say. I don't know how that came to be, but she was always more worried about people's opinions. But I tried to tell her so many times that people's opinions really don't matter. Feli, how are you? Don't matter, because you know what? Everybody is living their life. So if you're worried, I'll tell her, Mom, if you're worried about Mary, you're worried about James, you're worried about all these people. Do you think they have time to think about you? So I have to tell you that I was blessed to have parents where one parent was really minding his business. He didn't care what people had to say about him. So he did not try to say a lie or project himself in any other way. But my mother wanted to project herself a certain way where when the guests come, we had to, like we really have to put a show for people. And growing up like that with two parents like that, I decided I wasn't going to subscribe to that, because my dad's way looked like the best way, because you know what? You're not answerable to anyone. I give this to tell people that we are always lying. We are always telling the truth when we feel like it's going to favor us. And sometimes we just don't want people to know certain things, so we keep them away from them. But the way things are now, some of you lie until you lose something that is so important, because you're living a lie. If you live a lie too much, you find yourself in a situation that you're not able to take yourself out. Good morning, Paris. So we lie by not telling the truth, like we remove some information. When we are talking to someone, we are not telling people the truth that we are going through this. Sometimes we lie, we create up stories that are not there about ourselves. I'm going to sit here with Paris and tell Paris something, but I'm creating a story and I'm explaining all lies, because we are good. We are creative. We read the fiction books. Fiction is things that don't exist, but you can come up with a lie and make it look like, it is the truth. Or we can lie by minimizing. You remove things. You remove things really the way they are. You remove. You're talking to me, but you remove everything. You're not telling me the truth, but you're lying. Or if you're not removing everything, you are adding everything to make the story look more juicier, to make the story just be entertaining. And you're doing it. And then the other times we are in denial that these things are happening. We're in denial. So we figure, you know what, I don't want to believe this. I'm just going to fabricate a story and tell Penny. You're lying, and you know it. You know it is not the truth, okay? And we always lie because we are thinking like, it's so embarrassing. I don't want people to know. Like in my mom's case, she was worried about people coming and seeing the house a certain way. Then I'm like, okay, so if they see the house is a certain way, then what? Who are they that we have to be answerable to them? So we lie because we are embarrassed. And sometimes we lie because we are caught up in awkward situations where we are doing something we are hoping nobody found out, but we are caught. So we lie just to get out of these awkward situations. We lie to make people think we are good or we got it. That's why when I come here, I'm wearing earrings. I'm not lying, but I'm enhancing myself, or I put foundation, I do my hair. We want people to perceive us a certain way. So in the process, because we want to present ourselves a certain way, we end up lying. And sometimes you're lying to the person that is supposed to save you. You're lying to someone that your business is thriving. Like, I have these things. I'm telling you that, this business is very, very successful. I'm not telling the person the truth that this business is not doing good. And once I tell them, then they're going to give me good ideas and tell me, Penny, you know what? Your earrings, by the way, if you put them on Etsy, they will go. Like, I met someone this weekend. I said, are you an Etsy? I said, no. He said, put them on Etsy. Another guy, Kevin just called me and he told me, Penny, I need to market your page for you. Are you marketing yourself here and there? So if I'm lying to Kevin that, oh my goodness, this business is booming, this guy would have not given me the advice to put on Etsy. This Kevin guy, he just called me right now. He's like, Penny, we can put your page where you can reach more customers. So don't make people think that you're doing good by lying, and you know what, you're shortchanging yourself. Sometimes we lie to create excitement. Now, this brings my friend Lorna in. I was going to talk about Lorna today. My friend Lorna is in Texas. And when I first started dealing with people on social media, people were lying. They were like posting things, and then in the inbox they're telling me one thing. So I asked Lorna, because I'm not used to like lying. Some lies are like, why lie? And Lorna told me that, you know what? When you're given a story, the story does not remain the same. Some people choose the next time they are passing the story to exaggerate the story so the story causes more excitement. So she told me, you either have to add or remove. And then I said, Lord, why are they doing that? She said, this is the nature. And she gave me of a story which I've even read before, where I tell Naomi something, and I tell Naomi to tell Dennis to tell Paris. By the time the story gets to Mary, it has changed. So we lie to create excitement. But if you're lying to create excitement, remember that lie can come and bite you. We lie to get rewards. Sometimes we lie because, we know, if I tell so and so like this, I'm going to get something. But in the process, you can harm yourself. Some of us lie so people can feel sorry for us. Some of you, we cannot all be people who don't like sympathy. We just lie so people can feel sorry for us. I don't even know if are there times I've wanted people to feel sorry for me? I don't even know. It doesn't occur to me, because the father that I was raised with, my father was just minding his business, So I don't know who I'm going to lie to so they can feel sorry for me. Because even the kids, when I want the kids to feel sorry for me when I've had a long day, I'm not lying. I'm telling them that I'm really tired. I need someone to cook. I need someone to run errands. I just tried not to lie, because I'm like, lying for who and for what? And lying can make you to lose friends. Lying can lead you into depression. Lying can lead you into anxiety. And when you get all these things, you're not going to be productive. Once you lie to me and I find out the truth, now it's shameful. Now you have no reputation. Everybody knows, when you see Naomi, she's always lying. Paris, don't listen to Paris. Because once you've lied to so many people, after a while, they try to avoid you. They don't want to be a part of you. Because now they don't know when you're telling the truth and when you're lying. Now, good people, we are talking about lying. There are times that you really need to lie. Are we together? There are times that you need to lie to protect yourself, right? Let's say that. There are some lies that are necessary because we are human. So what do we do when some lies are necessary? Custom tailor your lies. Find alternatives to lies. There is a lie, but find an alternative to it. Before you lie, ask yourself, is this lie worth it? There are really things you shouldn't be lying about. Like now, if I came here and I told you sometime, I believe in July, I told you that I'm in debt because I'm doing business. When you do business, you gamble. You take $10,000, you buy merchandise, you put it in a shop, and you hope somebody buys it. Okay. And that's on my credit card. I'm in debt. So I'm living on negatives. That's the truth. Or some people would like to think, oh no, she has money. No, I'm running on negatives. So if I want to custom lie, I have to tailor this lie in a different way. So that way I'm lying in a different way, but at the same time, it is the truth. So I'm not telling you, encouraging you to lie. If you must lie, tailor your lie in a way that substitute it. Because sometimes, even as a business person, oversharing can bring you down. Remember that, don't forget. So you have to custom lie. You have to custom redirect who you're talking to. There are people that don't need your information, because if they get that information, they're going to use it against you. Are we together? Some lies you have to custom make them. Okay? Before you lie to me, consider yourself the other person you're lying to. When you're lying to me, ask yourself, what if it's me who's being lied to? You will stop lying. The other thing that I practice, and I practice it is being authentic. Be yourself. I was listening to a podcast where they were saying that Paris Hilton had two personalities, and some of you do have two personalities. For those of you who are on social media, they have a personality for social media. They have a personality for outside of social media. Right, Naomi? Naomi, now when you met me, you met me first on Facebook. Then now when you meet me. But the way I run my Facebook page, wherever you already see is what I'm still doing. I don't have two personalities. And I didn't need to, because when I came to social media, I did not come I didn't come as another person. I came to social media as Penina. So some days the hair is like this, some days I'm arguing, some days I am, what you see is what you get. So practice being authentic. When you're authentic, you don't have to worry about the lie you told me last time. Just be yourself, because you don't owe anybody anything. People who lie, sometimes they lie because they're being fed. If somebody's feeding you, somebody's paying you your rent, maybe your job, I don't know. For whatever reason you're lying, try to be authentic. Kemto has put Proverbs, and he has said that truthful lips endure, but the lying thought is just for a moment. Yes, you can lie for a moment, but you're going to lose. You cannot be lying. I had to work hard on oversharing part. I came to learn that not everything is meant for everyone. Thank you. Yes, Faith, let me tell you, I just came from a conference. And I think the one thing that I'm working on is no talking. I just want to go like silent. If I was talking 100 words, I want to reduce my words to 50. Why? Because Faith, I overshare. So let me tell you, I have overshared about my business over and over. Some people are trying to duplicate me. Some people are trying to duplicate the clothes. There are people who, every time I talk to them, they get ideas from me, and then they call me later, and now they are telling me what I already told them. They want to do what I'm doing exactly. If it's talking, they want to talk. If it's selling clothes, these people want to take my information and duplicate it. Why? Because I have been oversharing some information. They're not going to take my customers. But I want to learn to go from 100 words to 50 words. That's why, Faith, in high school, we were taught to summarize. If I was going 20 minutes, I need to do 10. So be authentic and don't overshare. Remember, the lies are going to create stress. Once you lie to someone, you have to remember the lie. Always remember that. But if you told them that this is how I'm selling waste bits, that's how I make my money, it remains that. But if I told them that I'm an engineer, and then now they meet me again, and then I tell them now I'm something, it doesn't change. What you are doesn't change, okay? Before you lie to me, remember that once I find out the truth, you're going to lose me as a friend. So consider the person you're lying to and ask yourself, if this person finds out the truth and I lose this person as a friend, is it worth friendship that I need to lose? Some of you lose very good relationships because you're lying to the wrong people. Some people you have nothing to lose, but some people you have everything to lose, including your spouse, your children. So before you lie, think about the relationship you have with that person. Consider the consequences of whatever lie you're putting out there. Once you lie, what's going to happen when the truth comes out? In some places you might go to jail. In some places you might lose a marriage. Before you lie, think about the consequences that are going to come with it. Understand why you lie. Why do you lie? What is the reason that you're lying? Or what's the reason that you're pretending to be who you're not? Is there a good reason? If you're a person who's dishonest, did you know that it's a disorder? Dishonesty, when you just lie. Some people steal just to steal. Some people lie just to lie. So you might want to consider talking to a therapist so they can help you, so you can learn not to lie. And finally, I was listening to a podcast, I think a couple of days ago, and this guy was talking about therapy, seeking therapy. And I like the way he put it. He said, when you talk to a family therapist, what a therapist helps you is to reconcile your past that you have lived that is such a lie. You've had a lie. You've been living a lie your whole life. Then finally, today you find me, you're like, you know what? Moving forward, I'm not going to lie. So you need to heal from the past. So a therapist is going to help you heal from the past, to reconcile, to put it together, and to help you see why you are lying and help you forgive yourself. That's what a family therapist is going to do for you. Once you finish with a family therapist, you need a life coach. A life coach, most life coaches are looking at the future. Okay? A therapist is not going to help you plan the future per se. A therapist is when you're going through something, you go and explain to them. They'll help you get yourself together. And then once you're done with them, you are going to need a life coach. And I have numbers for life coaches. I'm not certified yet. It is something I look forward to do. Get a coach. A coach is going to do your life planning. A coach is going to get your pen and paper and is going to put you in a program that is going to say, moving forward, so and so, this is how we are going to go. So that way, you are not living the past, which is a lie. Okay? You're going into the future where you're going to start a new life, which is today. So if you watch this video today, just sit down, ask yourself why you're living a lie or why you're telling lies. Because those lies, in the end, they're going to cost you something. And sometimes, they're going to cost you your health. If you've not liked my page, please do that. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. I move these videos to YouTube. And I'm here to inspire you. I hope you also learned something. If I can educate you, I hope you learned something. And above all, I hope that you can get something from this video that is going to give you peace. And when it gives you peace, you're going to be at peace with the other people. You have to find the peace within yourself first before you go and, join your community to be peaceful with the other people. Love yourself enough, because if you don't lie, okay, when you're authentic, when you're telling the truth, people are going to gravitate towards you. Remember, you have the secret. Remember, you have the magic. Remember, you have the power to totally transform yourself from what you were yesterday and what you want to become tomorrow. Look at yourself and admire the person that you want to become. And get blown. Imagine who you want to be. Who do you want to be? How do you want to look in a couple years? Look at yourself, you know what, and tell yourself, I'm inspired by the person I want to become. Or I'm inspired by the person I have become by changing my life and doing things a little different. Yes, you have to be real, Kemuto. You have to be authentic. Admire the person that you're going to become before you become. Inspire yourself to be the person you want to be before you become that person. Cheers and have a lovely Tuesday.